Hey there, gorgeous. I hope that this finds you doing well wherever you are checking in from today. I am so excited to be back with you all to review another beautiful brand new deck that just hit the market recently. But before I even get there, do you even know me? Because if you don't know me, you need to know me. My name is Gary DeAndre, or Gangster Gary, as some of you guys know me through social media. I am here to do a little review on the Earthcraft Oracle by Juliet Díaz and Lorraine Anderson. So the Earthcraft Oracle is helpful for us to reconnect with the powerful healing wisdom of Mother Earth and your highest self with this diverse, brightly illustrated 44-card oracle deck and guidebook. With bodies of many shapes, sizes, skin tones, and hair textures represented, this deck affirms we are all Mother Earth's children. Each card message is an invitation to tune into Mother Earth's guidance and your intuition. Each spell, ritual, or invocation an opportunity to bring these lessons off the pages and into your daily practice. And each illustration a reminder that we are a part of nature, not outside of it. We may ignore her messages and take her magic for granted in this modern world, but if we listen to the wind, the plants, the rivers, and the ancestors, we will hear Mother Earth's whispers. So the cover design by Julie Davison. We have the cover art by Danielle Boudou Fortuné. I'm really excited to get into this. This is a deck and guidebook of sacred healing. As somebody who looks at Mother Earth, you know what I'm saying, as we are traversing through this world, I'm always thinking about like, okay, what is the wind trying to tell me? What is the universe trying to lead me into knowing a little bit more about? What may the spirit guides, what may the spirit realm be dropping into my awareness in order to share this with me to help with my own healing and my own advancement, maybe in the advancement of others. I also love that if we look at the front of the deck, like it's a woman of color. You feel what I'm saying? So automatically was into reviewing this, checking it out, seeing what it was giving. And I wanted to let you guys know what what energy this is bringing to us, especially as someone who loves a good oracle deck, right? A good oracle deck always comes with great messages, always comes with great guidance, always comes with great direction. So let's see what Juliet Díaz and Lorraine Anderson got for us today. So I have to start off with the back of the deck. If we look at the back of the deck for each of these cards, oh my goodness, so gorgeous. I'm loving the colors. I love that we have, you know, the planet Earth, because obviously we are all here on planet Earth. We could have been on, well, I don't think we would be on Mars, or we'd be on Jupiter, even though they say boys should go to Jupiter to get more super. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I do love that we have you know, planet Earth and all of its divine beings, all of its creatures of transformation. We see a couple butterflies, you know, we see the plants growing, we see flowers, and it just reminds us that we are a part of this beautiful planet, and it's always doing something that we may not even have awareness around, but the more that we're able to attune ourselves to the energy of the universe and to the energy of spirit and how it's guiding us, I feel like this is a really great deck. For somebody who is wanting to get more acclimated and attuned to their universal energy, their spiritual energy, and how it connects to everything that's going on around them. And this could be really, really helpful. For somebody like me, who's always listening to messages, who's always being really, really nosy, trying to figure out what's going on. The first card that I pulled is the You Are Sacred card. This is number 44, so obviously, as this deck says, that there are 44 cards in it. This is the last card in the deck, and I love that this is how the deck ends, in reminding us that we are sacred, we are made of the earth. I love that the depiction here is of a person, a femme, a woman who is bare, who is connected to the universe and who is connected to the wind, the water, the stars, everything around her, reminding them that they are sacred in this moment. I'm also loving the theme of spirals that we're seeing in the art. As somebody who thinks about, you know, life is a consistent spiral. It's like sometimes we go through something and then we find ourselves coming back around to a different iteration and a different mentality. And this is just reminding us that everything is connected, or at least that's what I take from it, as me kind of just like looking at the card. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. So we have abundance. We have accept your gifts. Ooh, this is really powerful. Ooh, I love this one. Ooh, I love this one. This is giving very heavy fire energy. Balance. We have birch. This reminds me of just like tapping into, ooh, my left ear started ringing, tapping into this earth energy around us. We have ceremony. Listen, spirit guides were like, girl, get through these cards. You don't have to talk about each of them, but you definitely can let people get into the artwork because these are so pretty. Shout out to the artist. I love the colors. I love the imagery. I love how relaxing this deck feels. This deck feels very, I don't want to say like earthly, but it feels very grounding, right? And it feels like you can do a couple of things. You can interpret messages on your own from these cards, or you can, read through the guidebook and allow yourself to see what messages are coming from that. So obviously, as I'm kind of like thumbing through these cards, just to give you guys, y'all will get a little bit more of a vision of them than I will at this very moment in time. But I can already tell that this deck is really helpful for somebody that's looking for like weekly guidance. I have a feeling that this deck is going to be really, really great for somebody who is wanting to learn a little bit more about rituals that they can create in their everyday lives, right? Something that you can take from the deck, something you can take from your specific card, and something that you can weave into your day, weave into your life. And this would be helpful for you as you are learning how to attune yourself more to the sounds of the spirit and the sounds of the universe. So I'm giving these cards a quick little shuffle, see what they're giving. I do love the durability of the cards. Okay, so they're saying stop there. I do love the durability of the cards. I do love how they don't feel like they're going to bend and break. Sometimes the material, the texture of the cards when you're shuffling them can feel a little flimsy, right? Or feel, more or less like card stock, like it's card stock. So it's just like I want to be very careful with this. But these feel like they will last for a very long time. So I actually just want to get one card, see what comes up as we're breaking this deck. What energy is she bringing to us, okay? For me as the reader, Gary DeAndre, what's the T? Stop here. No. Yes. Okay, cool. So, Spirit of the South. Found it very ironic that I pulled this from the very bottom of the deck. Spirit of the South is the card that's been pulled. So let's get into this imagery, right? So it feels like, I don't want to say like reaching from the pit fires of hell, but that's kind of like what it's giving to me. But it also makes me think about how we are releasing and burning certain things out of our lives, right? It makes me think about how this deck would be helpful for me or for any, if you're watching this and maybe you pull this card too, as you're getting to interview it. This kind of like reminds me of reaching upwards towards some new sense of clarity, reaching upwards towards some new sense of, not going backward. I feel like this is kind of like a release type of card. We'll see if the deck also talks about that a little bit more as I flip into it. We also see that we have, it looks like a triangle that's kind of like in a tattoo, and I find this very ironic. You guys can't see it, but I have my crystal placement in a triangle right now. And it also makes me think of just like the power being in our hands. So let's see what this specific card means. We're gonna go to number 32. And this may be a message for somebody out there. So it says, the Spirit of the South is connected to the element of fire and initiates you to the energy of expansion, radiance, action, excitation, and rapid change. When this archetype comes into your life, it brings about a need to head toward your soul's purpose without further delay or distraction. We all have a purpose to fulfill. The universe gives us little nudges and messages, letting us know which direction to take. Being aware of these messages and acting accordingly allow you to channel the Spirit of the South in a healthy, productive way. The universe also gives you plenty of time to change directions when you fall off course. If you ignore these warnings, the universe must step in and burn through that which leads you astray. You receive this card as a final warning that some changes must occur in your life. Continue to ignore these warnings, and fire will manifest in your life as chaos and destruction until you come back to your purpose. That is T. Embrace the gifts of the South, and you will find the motivation and fiery passion to burn straight through your obstacles. So I love this for me because it's pretty much just like this deck feels like a drag. This deck is bringing me back to earth. It's like, baby, get your shit in order, okay? Get your things together. And I love that this is very much just like a snatch. Like, it's very much like this is what you need to do. And this is what this card is reminding you of. And if you don't do this, you feel what I'm saying? Then you're going to be moving out of alignment. And I know that we are all working towards moving in alignment in this season that we are in right now. So, honor the spirit of the South. It comes with, it seems like a little invocation or a little guidance. It says, you need a red candle, light a red candle, which symbolizes and amplifies the fire spirit. I don't know, I was about to say symbolifies, making words up. Kneel in front of your candle while facing south and hold out your hands on either side of the flame with your palms inward. Whisper into the flame, I'm present for your guidance, dear spirit of the South. Take a moment to meditate on the message brought to you by the spirit of the South. Thank the South Spirit for showing up and for her divine guidance. So I love that this is also divine feminine energy that is assisting throughout the creation of this card, specifically this deck. I would not be surprised. Actually, now that I think about it, all of these pretty much depict women and femmes, or women in general, which I love that this is very woman-centric. Very powerful healing. So if there are any practitioners, any femme, trans femme, women who are out there who want to use this deck, I feel like this would be really helpful for you all. You don't even have to be of that upbringing. I don't want to say upbringing. How should I say it? You don't even have to be a part of that group of people that I just mentioned. To use this deck, if it calls out to you, I would definitely try it. The other thing that I would say is I love that it gives something tangible for you to be able to do. So I feel like a lot of times, like sometimes as a reader, for me personally, like some of the things or the invocations that come along with cards, I find really helpful. It feels like a prayer. It feels like, you know, an invocation, a manifestation that is easy to be done. And this would be something for you if you are into having some sort of like tangible action. I love homework. This would be great for you if you are interested in doing something like that. If you're interested in getting something that's going to help you to further your path, get a little bit more clear on what it is that you're working for. But I love this. As we go throughout, because I love how the text reads as well. It's very much just like a snatch. It's not going to mince words, which I absolutely love. Sometimes you need a heavy hand in order to tell you what to do. It also gives a lot of different reading types of questions, or excuse me, reading spreads in this deck as well. So we have the Mountain spread, which is a blueprint for overcoming challenges and achieving a goal. This is a 6-card spread. There are 3-card reading questions in here that you can ask for yourself, so you can use this deck for that. They also have some 1-card reading questions. So just like, how's your energy right now? What did I learn today? What's the energy of the day? So just like a way for you to work with the decks and create some sort of like ritual, create some sort of meditation, create some sort of affirmation for you. And it says these practices are especially useful if you pull a card and do not understand how it applies to your situation. Work the practice by following the instructions, paying attention to see if any further insights present themselves. Additional guidance can come in many forms, so stay open-minded. So for me, definitely may need to go get this red candle. Okay, I was about to say I just burned a red candle a couple of days ago, so this feels like I've had this deck for a little bit but haven't opened it until today. So it seems like it's something that I can do, especially as we're getting ready to move into Sagittarius energy, the lunar eclipse, not a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse in Sagittarius, excuse me. We're in the middle of Sag season, so it feels very, very ironic. So if you watch this and you feel like it's something you want to do, I would suggest you go for it. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the Earthcraft Oracle deck by Juliet, Díaz, and Lorraine Anderson. On the inside of this box, it says, Earth Mother, I worship thee, for thy body is my temple, my religion reclaimed. Ooh, that gave me a little chill, okay? But I hope that you love this. Please go check it out. You can find it on hayhouse.com. You can find it, I believe, on Amazon as well. Please go wherever you would look up your tarot and oracle card decks to help you with your own personal healing, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Gary DeAndre, Gangsta Gary, checking out. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this deck review, and we'll talk again soon. Peace.